This is a classic blues and R&B podcast. All right, we're going to get going here. We're going to chat with our you're a guest, right? Don't try to. No, you ain't. Don't try to take over the show.
The blues is taking over.
Yeah, the blues is taking over.
And the blues is all right.
You got a mic open, right, D'Angelo? Because I don't hear her. Say something, darling.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
I got
everyone.
you now.
The blues is taking over, and the blues is all right.
Yeah, the blues definitely is all right. Where's it going to take up? Where's it going?
It's going all the way to the top of the charts again.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, you can say that, huh?
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Seriously,
well, it's already there if you really think about it, because like my grandfather always said, it's all still blues. So.
That's true. Yeah.
But I'm talking about the traditional blues, the butt-gut, gritty, chillin' circuit.
Get out of it. You don't even know about no chillin'. Do you know what chillin'?
I eat chillins. I had some chillins before with hot sauce.
You did, and you had potato salad with it?
I had potato salad,
yeah. That was a place back in Jackson. We called it the Count at the time. It was in Jackson. And it was a place named Stale. And we young cats, we would go out there and get us some, it was the guys who were older, the 30-something group, and we were jitterbugs. But, hey, there's some great chitlins and potato salad. People might call in and say, what are y'all talking about? Well, look, folks. That pig has been wonderful to me. I love it.
It got me here today.
Yeah,
If it weren't for that pig, I wouldn't be here.
That's
today.
right. And they wouldn't eat.
I like how you said potato salad, though. It's like a sparkle in your eye when you said chillin' and potato salad.
You can't beat good potato salad. I love it.
I make some good potato salad.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I make good potato salad myself. I learned to do it. Yeah, I did.
Do you put mustard in your potato salad?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, you got some good potato salad.
Yeah, that's right. I got mustard, pickle. Then I'm going to have me some mayonnaise, Yeah, I want a little onion in there, too.
Yeah, the onion. I can do some.
A little celery, that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you sound like you know what you do.
I do. I learned how to do it. My mother was an excellent cook. My wife was a good cook, too, but I had to start learning how to do some of this stuff, so I'm doing it, Well, yeah.
Well, kudos.
So what's been going on with you, young lady? I heard you was out there. I've been watching you on Facebook and wherever else you're out there in California and New York and wherever you've been. What you been doing for yourself?
I've been having fun. I can honestly say I am one person in the music industry that is having the time of her life. I really am. And
I'm sorry, Vanny. This is Miss Tomiko, the granddaughter of the blues Dixon. Willie Dixon's granddaughter. Now continue. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce you right.
I've been just having the time of my life. I'm keeping the blues alive, keeping it thriving, meeting new folks, being a bridge and connecting everyone, helping everyone with their royalties and everything else. So.
Oh, that's right. You're part of that group with the Ross Foundation or whatever?
JB Ross Royalty Retrieval Company. Yeah. And
how's that coming? I mean, you're able to really help a lot of these older guys who've been out there, and some of the young guys too, but basically a lot of the older guys you're dealing with. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. So I would say we have about, JB Ross has always been a phenomenal lawyer, as far as helping blacks get their rights and stuff like that, and other races of people as well, but especially the African Americans. And I would say that business is booming. It's still the same old shenanigans in the music industry, so someone is going to always need help, with their royalties. And then one thing that we do, we carry on the legacy of J.B. Ross. We try to teach you how to collect your money.
Okay.
You got some people that want to do it themselves, and we will assist you with that, get you to the right avenues and stuff like that. But if you want us to collect, we'll do that as well. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing, Because, man, you read about it and you look around and see all these folks making money today off people who did things and, back in the beginning of this stuff, and they're not able to even pay the water bill or rent or what have you.
Exactly. And this is a good time to be in the music industry, because if you really look at it, like back in the day, they got paid, $1,000, $10,000 was a lot of money. Nowadays, you can get paid millions of dollars, so it's all about how you look at it,
Well, money's always good. Yeah. Okay, I see we got somebody on the line, I guess. Oh, I forgot, folks. Remember this if you don't remember nothing else. Ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. This is a Negro History Week month, so y'all got to understand that, ignorance, folks, get some knowledge, learn. You can learn like everyone else. It's a culture of ours. You always hear Professor Salim say cultural capital or something like that. But anyway, folks, it used to be a capital that we used to have. It was a culture that we wanted to learn, and we did learn. Education was very important to it. We need to get back to that point. But ignorance is a very costly crop. And Dr. Carver said, do not look up to the rich and don't look down on the poor. But anyway, I see someone is on the line. You want to chat with him?
Yeah, who's on line first? Is it Jamie right here?
Yeah, Jamie.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. That's Jamie Martinez, y'all. I already know who that is. I know that voice anywhere.
How you doing, brother Jamie?
I'm Jamie out here in Los Angeles, man, and we hosted Tomiko for the Grammys, but she didn't need us. She's a force of nature. Holy shit. I don't know. Can I say that? Sorry.
Yes, you did.
I won't do that again.
All right, yeah. Hey, all right, you guys got to watch the dump button. Make sure the dump button is working.
It was like a 6-second delay. I apologize, FTC. I didn't mean
Yeah, that's right. Don't get our license taken, man.
Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, especially in Chicago. Don't hunt me down here. You boys are tough.
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, and hey, Tomiko, I'm just saying. I just want to ask you. So, I heard your new stuff you recorded in Memphis, and we really dug it, me and Ross. And I mean, is it out now? Is it gonna be out next week? Or
yes, it is out now. What I was passing out at the Grammys was the free download cards. I was trying to make it so I can give back to everyone, as well with the free download cards. And especially, I didn't feel like carrying around all those CDs, old school style. But yeah, the album is out now. It's Blues Are Rising. It's on CD Baby, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify. It's pretty much everywhere, and it will be hitting more stores as the days come along. But yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. And we had fun out here with you, and and our buddy Ross, he was driving us around and having fun too. So.
Yeah, it's Ross there. Tell Ross I love him, and I love you too, Jamie. Because it was Jamie's birthday weekend, so
Everybody loves you.
Thanks, boo. It was Jamie's birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie.
And I hope to God the blues has a resurgence, in the mainstream like it did in the late 80s and the 90s, early 90s. I can remember, back then when Robert Cray kind of came out, you got, it was Fabulous Thunderbirds. I don't know if you can remember that, but I do remember when when blues was kind of a quasi hit, nationally, but and roots music to me is where it's at. Because everything's a rise from there.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and life is a cycle, so it's coming back around to the real good music now. So I'm at the right place at the right time, doing the right things with the right folks. And you are definitely it, Jamie.
You are doing the right things. You got the talent, you got the moxie, which is very hard to find. And believe me, Tomiko is a force of nature. She knows everybody, and she's just got that personality that people gravitate to in a great way, and that's pretty hard to find.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks,
you've always been a sweet person to me and everybody, and we totally support you. And I like this station. I think I'm going to make a donation. I like it. Yeah.
That's sweet. Well, sir, here we treat them. There you go.
Are you gonna make? Oh yeah, you're gonna make a donation to my organization?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just sit. Yeah.
He said, "Me, yes, you."
Yes. I appreciate that.
I'll go online.
Okay. Yeah. Go fund me. Yeah. Go fund me. Marfa Point Marine Association.
My father was a vet. I had an uncle that died in Vietnam. I had, one survived. The one that survived now, he's got prostate cancer. They're giving him a year to live. So it's been trying, and supporting our country is the main thing.
Oh yeah.
And I just spent some time in Chicago, and I like the vibe of that city. It's got a great, vibrant music scene, especially in blues and jazz. Which is out here on the West Coast. It's not as big, but there are pockets, of it. And I just wish, and I hope to God, Tomiko, by the grace of God and the powers to be, that you can help push it forward, and that's what you are doing. I see that.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for your call, and thank you for your support, Jaime. Appreciate it very much, my man.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless you guys.
All right, same to you.
Babe.
All right,
I'm going to listen to the show because I got nothing better to do.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. That's a good thing. All right, I tell you what.
That's because I left. The party left when I left. We turned L.A. out. Do you hear me? I came and took over their town.
Oh, yeah?
Tomiko leaving. Oh, really? Oh, off the record, Patrick says hi. He called me today. So
oh, sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Chicago guy.
All right, Jamie. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, I tell you what we're going to do. Who is this? Jean? Okay. Punch Jean up for her. Hello, Jean. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Hey.
How you doing? It's DeFranz Forrest, son of Gene Chandler.
Oh, Brother G. Oh, the doggone Duke of Earl. They didn't tell us
This is the son of Gene Chandler.
This is not Duke of Earl.
Son.
Okay.
This is his son,
I'll be
DeFranz
Duke,
Forrest.
not that hard. I can Duke, though.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Duke, though.
All right.
How you doing, sir? We got royalty in the house. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm waiting to get in backstage. We're going to get in to this concert, The Whispers and Heat Wave.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah,
you took time out to call in. That's so sweet.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
good.
so she's waiting for her to come down and take us in backstage.
So y'all going to see The Whispers and Heat Wave without me and Sir Henry Cheatham, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I went to James Ingram's funeral today.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It was
blessings.
beautiful.
Blessings to the
Beautiful.
family.
Had a beautiful service.
That's right. I forgot to mention him.
And Tony Cornelius was there, and you got the new show, all of American Soul. Mm-hmm. And I said, if anybody's going to play my dad, I want to play him.
Exactly. Yes, definitely.
So I told him.
Well, that's a good thing. That's where it should be. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Beyond Word, Dr. Herb, Patty Austin. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, who?
Nice.
It wouldn't be any. I don't know anyone that would be perfect to play your father but you.
Anyone what?
That's the perfect role for you to play your father because you know him. You look just like him. Bless your heart. All us kids, we need a lawyer. We look just like our parents. I mean, and then you have the talent, you have that grace, that smile, what it takes. So I can definitely see that.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
I was just talking to Washington last night and Clyde Jones. Mm-hmm. And they said, "Man, submit it." And I didn't know I was going to meet him the next day.
Oh,
That's
wow!
The producer of the show, yeah. So God is doing things,
Exactly.
And so I said, "Well, we're still," and it made me think about things going to that point. We got to do things while we're here because we're still here, and then we can make the world a better place. It's our duty to do it because we're still here.
That's
true. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Gino, for your call.
You're welcome.
All right.
Keep being the best.
All right.
You know it, baby, and have fun tonight. Do everything that I would.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or not.
That's a good thing.
D'Angelo, give me Tomiko's song, please. We're gonna play Tomiko's song right now. But thank you again.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Gino, very much. Appreciate it, my man.
Look, Gino, DeFranz.
Yes.
DeFranz.
Bye 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 bye.
Let me have Gino.
Love it, baby. Love it. You better know.
Love y'all.
All right, take good care of yourself.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Yeah, let me have this song by Tomiko. I think I want to play. You want to hear the first one here? The one, the Heartache Blues. You want to hear that one?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, Heartache Blues. You want to hear that one? You want to hear
I love all of my music.
All right,
so
yeah.
You can play
all
any
right.
song.
Tell you what, just go to the playlist, and when you get to it, just deal with it. Okay, you got a song up there? All right, good to take off. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B, folks, here on WVON 1690 AM.
I got this Heartache Blues. I got this heartache blues. The thrill is gone. Mm-mm. I cry the blues. Well, your blues didn't call me. Messed up this happy home. No matter how hard I tried, we just couldn't get along. Had a good thing when you met me. Love me now you're gone. I said it waited by the door. I kept waiting on the call. I got this heartache blues. Now you left me stormy Monday. So tired of your ass last. Thursday you came back begging. Friday I gave you another chance. Feeling like your missus right now. All the games you play. Soon I'ma find me a good man. Someone to take your place. Ooh, ooh, oh, I got this heartache blues. You just left me high and dry, tears screaming from my eyes. I got this heartache blues. Life, we put on a show. We learn how to prosper and we learn how to grow. We find comfort to meet our needs. We want to escape. You know what I mean? Finding who we are, the blessings of the saints. But we live to see tomorrow, to enjoy this new day. Love and live this life. Keep in mind that we're here to enjoy this time. So let's look to tomorrow and let us take today and live this life as we may. We live to sing. A new day. Believe it or not, it's all part of the plan. So seek and find joy, and you'll understand. You worry of the future, the misery in the land. You want to live on forever, then give another a chance. And as of right now, you can start again by showing some love. You make a new friend. It goes a long way. Just saying thanks as you take your breath and breathe in this new day. In this new day, a new day, a new day, a new day. Love and live this life. Keep in mind that we're here to enjoy this time.
Miss Tomiko, Tomiko Dixon. Right. Tomiko Dixon. You got a middle name?
My middle name is Latrice.
Oh, Tomiko Latrice. Yeah. Anyway, that's our studio guest here. Linda, give me a shout back here. You come on back in here.
Auntie Linda gone. I need to text her.
Yeah.
So what you think about my song, Sir Henry?
I think that's a very good song. It sounds a little West Coast. Where did you do that song? Did you do it here in Chicago or where?
Now, you know I did not do that song.
I didn't think, but I don't know where you did it, but I know it doesn't sound like a Chicago song.
Definitely could not get a sound like that in Chicago. I really tried. It took me years to get that song done. The version that we just heard was the Arden Studios version. And it was Jeff Jetson and his band. Mike Wilson of Arden Studios, the engineer and producer there, he brought all of us together. And he told me, he said, I got the perfect cats for you. Okay. And he did. Yeah, he brought us all together. So.
And where did you do it at?
I recorded it at Arden in Memphis.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I thought it
right around King Biscuit time.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I recorded that song and went to King Biscuit.
Okay. Did you have any biscuits?
Yes, I did have biscuits.
Do you know how to make biscuits?
No.
Oh, then I can't marry you.
I'm not even for the lie.
Yeah,
I used to know how to fry biscuits back in the day.
I know you know fry.
No, my auntie used to make these fried biscuits because she was old school. She used flour, water. I think that was it. And then she took a cup and cut them out, and then she fried them in a skillet.
I know nothing about that.
And it was so good when I was little.
I know they used to make we call them flapjacks. Y'all call them pancakes today. Flapjacks are made somewhat like that, but they were different, you know.
You like hot water cornbread?
I'm not crazy about it, but I've had a couple of good hot water cornbreads from time to time, you know. I'm
going to make you some fried biscuits.
Look, I'm not thinking about that. You know. Now, again, let me tell the folks what you heard. You heard the song Tomiko Dixon, The Heartache Blues, Tomiko Dixon, New Day as well. And that's what we're chatting about right now, her song. Now, what about that song, Heartaches? Tell me about that one. What do you do that one? Down south as well?
Yeah, Heartache Blues. I recorded that at Arden with Mike Wilson as well and Rick Steff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty good songs. I like them both. I've heard them both. I think we got Auntie Linda back, right? Anyways, you got somebody on the phone want to chat with you. All right, punch him up, D'Angelo. All right, hey, how you doing? Hello, how you doing?
Hello, caller.
Hey, how you doing? This is Dean, the photographer.
Hey, Dean. You should be here with us, Dean.
Oh, that's Dean. Hey, brother
I'm
Dean.
I'm looking all cute.
Yeah.
I got on lip gloss. My lips are popping.
I had to call my mama first to make sure that I could still stay up, long enough and everything, because, I'm only 53 and everything. How y'all doing tonight?
We doing fine. Dean.
And he is really a mama's boy. I went home with Dean one time to meet his mom.
Don't tell everybody
his
that.
mama loved him. And he loved his mom. You know what? That's what made me just respect you and love you so much, because you really take care of your mom.
I don't want to be right.
Okay. Yeah, as long as the mother's right, huh? Okay.
That's right.
Oh, his mom is always right.
Hello.
Hey, Gene, do you know any mother that's not always right?
No, not at all.
My wife is always right. I mean, the day you just let them, you're right.
Women are always right.
There you go.
That's right. Happy wife, happy life.
Hello.
Yeah.
You say yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet.
That's what works.
Yeah.
That keep you together for years.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I was telling Tomiko, I like that photo you took of her sitting on those steps.
Yeah, that's a throwback that I just sometimes use. When you're taking pictures, you never know what you might can use that picture for.
Right.
It might be a year from now, might be a month from now. Yep. You can go back and say, hey, let me grab it. I look at some of the artists that's out there now, all the pictures, when I look through, those old pictures they got on the album or just say story, and I say, that's what I want. When you sit back and look at it, say, it might be 20 years from that picture of you, some of your friends might be gone, passed on. You can say, remember this time here, you can think back on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was at Sugar Babies over in Harvey, and we was there for somebody to our party or something, and just took some pictures on the steps. It wasn't a photo shoot; we just there, and you never know what that picture be used for.
Right, yeah, it's a nice picture. I like it. I like it.
Well, you know what it was? It was the subject, the matter of who he was taking the picture of.
Oh, okay, we're going to go along with that, too,
Which
JG.
was,
we're going to let her have that one, Dean.
Thank you very much. You know, those stairs was hard on my little tushy. I had to, hold it in there. Because I'm telling you, when you're modeling and stuff like that, it's not as easy as it looks. Holding a pose for a long time and, different stuff like that.
That's why we shoot a lot of shots and make sure we get one of them, right, Dean?
Yep, approved, man.
Especially dealing with me.
Take 200-300 of it and hope and pray that this is in focus, or then the model be like, I don't like the way my face looks, or my stomach, or like, what's stomach? You about like 90 pounds.
You know exactly right. I know what you're talking about. Yep. But thank you very much for your call, Brother Dean.
Love you guys. I'm about to go to bed because my mama said I got to be in bed at a certain time. Don't hit on me.
All right. You already done passed your bedtime. The street lights
I'm
been
paying
on.
rent down in the basement. So,
the street lights is on.
Yeah.
I don't pay rent in the basement, but I contribute some. I take out the garbage. These are jokes. I don't live with my mama. So, all right, y'all. God bless you both, man. Love y'all.
Take it easy. You too, Dean. And thank you, Dean.
All right, take care.
Did everybody know I don't live with my mama? Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Right.
All right, take care. Now, you were talking about you said one of your songs was nominated for the Grammy?
Yeah, it was two of them. I split the vote. That's probably why I didn't make the final cut. It was Heartache Blues and I'm Ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I submitted Heartache Blues, and I have no idea how I'm Ready creeped up in there. So I had two songs going in the same category, which is kind of like a bad thing when you're trying to get up the numbers on a particular name and not song. But I was just like very proud of myself that the first time I submitted for Grammys, I made the cut. I got in. I got my stuff heard and recognized. Met a lot of great Grammy members, which I'm going to need the next go round because I'm definitely throwing my hat back in the race.
Okay, good. Are you a member of the Grammys?
Yes, I am. I'm a voting member of the Grammys.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was listening to some guys the other day talk about the Grammys, and it's like all, when I was in television, we submit shows to the Academy for the Emmys and stuff like that, and it's the people in the industry who's doing the voting.
Exactly.
Folks at home may say, well, I don't know. Well, they may or may have not seen it, but hey, I like this. This is what we voted on, or this is what we, got the award. And it's the same thing in Grammys. Folks say, I ain't never heard of that. Well, because you're not a voting member.
Exactly.
Know. Right, yeah. We got our guest, Miss Tomiko Dixon. And we got a guest on the line there, Mr. Roth. Okay, punch him up. How you doing, Mr. Roth?
Yes, how you doing? How's it going, Tomiko?
Hey, how you doing, Ross?
It's Ross out here in L.A., Hollywood.
Hey, Ross, how you doing? This is my friend Ross, you guys.
Damn, you made a big impression in Hollywood.
Wait a minute. Sir Henry Cheatham said I made a big impression in Hollywood. What do you think, Ross?
You know what? She did. That's why I'm calling in. I'm a filmmaker, video and filmmaker, and I got coaxed or dragged out to the Grammys by my good friend here, and had the chance to meet Tomiko and a couple of events. And I tell you, you guys, I'm just calling because you have nobody better representing you, Chicago blues music out here at the Grammys in Hollywood than Tomiko Dixon. She's just a really class act, and it was just a real pleasure being around you, Tomiko, seeing how you operate, and with class, dignity, respect, and everybody respecting you, and just really representing real well.
Thank you so much. Oh, y'all gonna bring tears to my eyes.
We're going and cry.
No, you know why? Because I'm just being myself. You know what I mean? That's the only way I really know how to be. I don't know how to do anything, So.
Well, it worked out here in L.A., and that's the other thing. Like I kidded her. You belong on TV, Tomiko. After listening to you tonight, you definitely belong on TV.
Well, you know what? It is coming. I'm working on something with Critical Content now for a reality show. I have been really quiet about it, because I'd rather wait until it really, really hit. But I am working on something, so yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she's just a whirlwind,
full of life. Like I said, I wish I had a camera. Just follow her around. You know, being a filmmaker, I just follow you around with a camera. Yeah. But anyway, I love your music. Great show, and great fan of the blues. I told a little story to Tomiko. I'm a Chicano, Latino, and we was lowriders back in the day, and we listened to the blues. That was standard for a lot of what we listened to, believe it or not. So just a big fan of the music, and now a big fan of Tomiko.
That's a good thing. Speaking of being on Spanish surnames.
Thanks, babe.
There are a couple of I like what the hell is it? Salgado and what's the name of the other kid? The Painkillers. I think their music is very good as far as blues.
Okay.
Concerned. Yeah, Curtis Salgado.
No, we were B.B. King, Albert King. Yeah. Livewire Blues. And a big one, believe it or not, Jimmy Reed. You go look at any lowrider car, and you might be hearing Jimmy Reed coming out of it. So
Jimmy Reed.
Yeah, just back in the day, 70s and the 80s, and just big fans, and it was just such a pleasure to meet Tomiko. And like I said, she truly represents the industry there.
Okay, well,
when she comes on.
Okay, thank you very much, Ralph. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ralph.
Thank you.
Well,
okay.
Thank you for listening.
Good luck. God bless.
And all right, don't let this be your last time that you listen either.
You know it.
Yeah. Hello. How are you doing, Renee? Hello, Renee.
Hello?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing well, thank God.
Good. I'm enjoying your show.
Thank you.
But I just heard your comment. I hadn't heard that Bill Cosby said that.
Yeah.
But I think that's absolutely true. Bill Cosby, he helped people in the civil rights movement. He helped people with both of his shows. He wanted to buy NBC because he said he wanted to promote positive images, which is the opposite of what our networks that are run by a small group of people try to do. It was NBC, Tina Fey on Saturday Night Live, and on 30 Rock, who went after Bill Cosby. Then Hannibal Buress, who was from Saturday Night Live and from 30 Rock, went after Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby said the Nation of Islam could clean up communities. And if you're run by a group of people that hates and villainizes the Nation of Islam, then you go after the man who's promoting them, who said he wants to help his people. He said, pull up your pants, teach your kids to speak the King's language. I'm telling you this because I love you, and they won't tell you this. I think they did go after him. I think he's a political prisoner. They didn't get him the first time, so they started the Me Too movement. They went after him. All the television shows were showing people like Bill Cosby, and then, wham, they convicted him the second time, an 81-year-old legally blind man, put him in prison. I think he's a political prisoner, especially since the prosecutor ran on the platform of getting him.
That's the problem I have. I agree with you on that one. Definitely. And Bill Cosby, hey, he will forever be Dr. Cosby to me. I have no problem with him. Hey, whatever. And I know how people were. People used a lot of stuff back there.
Mm-hmm, willingly.
So I don't. Yeah, there you go. They asked for it, and you say, okay. But anyway, I don't know. If Denise Nichols or the little dancer had said that, what the girl name? Jerry said that.
Priscilla Rashad.
Felicia
Rashad.
No, yeah, even her.
Lisa
but no, this is a young lady who was a dancer. She used to be, when Bill Cosby did his variety show, she was the dancer.
Oh, a long time. The white lady, a long time. Yeah.
Lola Falana, that's her name. Lola Falana.
Oh, she said something?
Yeah, she was. No. I said, had they said something,
okay,
then I could accept it because they're attractive ladies. Some of these ladies they talk about with Bill Cosby. I said, damn,
Yeah, I don't believe it. Especially the one who, that Andre Constant, she was trying to get tickets from him after. He allegedly did this to her, but he said these will help you relax, and she took them. He didn't force them down her throat. He didn't secretly give them to her. This is a bunch of garbage. It's political, in my opinion.
All right, well, thank you very much for listening, ma'am. You have a good night, and you take good care. I hope you continue to listen to classic blues and R&B, because we do
thank
try
you.
to
I will,
okay,
and keep it up. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.
You're welcome.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Okay, Miss Tomiko,
Don't ask me about Bill Cosby.
Oh, because you would have said, "Hey, Daddy, Bill."
I plead the fifth. I remember Bill Cosby from the Reading Rainbow. I remember my favorite character on the Cosby Show was Rudy Huxtable, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't have an opinion about that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it's one thing if I do not support rape in any form.
Exactly.
And that's a different horse. If somebody does it, then that's different than if I go out and get high. And then you say, "Yeah, come on." Well, I don't know, but anyway, back to you.
Look, I put out a post on Facebook because it was like Bill Cosby is being framed by the Illuminati, and I'm like, they said Bill Cosby was being framed by the Illuminati because they didn't want him to buy NBC. And I just thought to myself, okay, well, if they didn't want to sell him NBC, why didn't they just tell him no?
Well, the thing I'm saying, a lot of folks...
Can't you refuse to sell someone something?
Yeah. But I think what most folks... I hear a lot of people say that because if he wanted to buy NBC. For a fact, Bill Cosby would have gotten NBC had NBC wanted to sell.
Exactly.
NBC did not want to sell during that period, so people make that statement, and it's a little bit inaccurate. It is inaccurate because NBC was not in the market to sell it. You know, so they finally sold it to Comcast after it was a bad deal because I retired from NBC, so I do know a little bit about it. But I used to also follow the industry, so that would not be the case. It's just this, political. Exactly, whatever the hell prosecutor out there ran, and he said he's going to do it, and he felt that was the way to get in. It's like, I don't know the truth of R. Kelly, but who knows, Scott, the lady here may bring him down. You never know. I mean, so these things happen, and it's unfortunate that some guys do not take care of the business as they should. It's just like the Cardinals just came down in Washington, D.C. They finally got him after so many years. Well, why in the hell they had to wait so long to get him?
Yeah, they took a long time.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's a hell of a long time, but they finally got him. We chit-chat with our host, our guest. I'm the host.
I'm the host.
We'll talk about
I told you, sir, I'm going to ride down on you today. Surprise. You didn't even know I was coming, did you?
Yeah. That's right, she did tell me. I'm going to look out, and then here she comes walking in the door, right? right. Thank you very much. There you just heard our studio guest. You don't mess with the IRS. Don't mess with the IRS. We're talking to our guest, Mr. Let me take me a slug of water. You say something while I do it. I tell you what you do while I get me a slug of water. Are you guys having your new show, your blues show this year?
Yes, we are. We are having the Windy City Blues Festival. We're moving it up a couple of weeks to catch the great weather. Last year we had it on my birthday, and my birthday is like the first day of fall. So we had a very great turnout considering the weather, you know. So we moved it up a couple of weeks. It's going to be September the 5th, 6th, and 7th, that weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's either the 5th, 6th, or 7th is 6th, 7th, and 8th. Okay. But the first weekend of September.
So that'll be Labor Day weekend.
That'll be Labor Day weekend,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You guys going to let me come out there and treat me royally?
Of course, of course. I mean, I hate that you missed it last year. You helped us with so much promotion for the festival.
So appreciate it.
Thank you so much for that.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
I'm glad I did something.
Yes, you did. You helped us kick it off. I mean, we had a grand crowd, too. Everybody was really surprised when it came out. Mm-hmm. I mean, that festival really cost us a grip, but we pulled it off. You know, the Windy City Blues Society, Dave Maliner, the City Alliance, Mayor Getty, and just all of those great people out there. You know, it was a great experience for me because I had never dealt with putting together a whole festival.
Okay.
So that was a lot of darn work.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
but when you get down to those days where you actually put it on a showcase, it was like, we did it. Yeah. We did it, and we were successful.
Yeah, that's right. When once you get through with it, you say,
yes. Oh, I had to take a breather. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I really had to take a breather after that.
Oh, yeah, and it's a good thing. You like to see it when it go good, and then all of a sudden, boom, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, tell me about your song. Yeah, you must owe the government some money. You must owe me some money.
You know what? I didn't owe, but I was on a verge of about to owe. That's how I got to say it because it was just so crazy. I went to a tax service. You know how you see the commercials on TV? You go to a tax service, they tell you they get your money back early. Well, I did the cut-un-the-dumb. I did that. Come to find out, they didn't file everything that they were supposed to file. Me not knowing how to do taxes myself, you know, I relied on them to, you know, make sure my business was handled. Yeah. So now I have a personal accountant.
Well, that's what you're supposed to be. You're a big shot.
Adrian Thornton. And Adrian straightened it all out. She called me. She got my paperwork. I sent it over to her. She's like, I need you down here now. I'm in the studio. She's like, you got until midnight. Yeah. Scared the hell out of me. So I went to her office and she was telling me, she said, listen, they're going to hit you. They're going to hit you with a non-filing fee, a filing fee, a late filing fee, the actual taxes that you owe, and then you got penalized too. So after we pay this amount right here, because I'm going to straighten you out. She straightened me out. Straightened me out. And then I was just so scared because I was waiting on a letter to come to find out how much more I owed Uncle Sam. So I said, you know what? I got to figure out a way to get my money back. Yeah. I'm writing a song about this because it was just crazy. Because if you really think about it, I'm like, I was late. I didn't pay my taxes. I'm going to get a letter in the mail. I got penalized. And here she go like, you can go to jail. They say I'm going to jail. I got to cut a deal. And no, that is the lyrics of the song.
Ain't no deal to be cut.
The deal is pay them damn taxes. Right. So if you are out there and you are listening right now, you guys, you know it's tax time. Please pay your taxes because there's no way around it. You have to pay your taxes.
As Wesley Snipes and some of those guys.
I mean, you don't even want to have to ask them because they went to jail for not paying their taxes. Yeah. So is it worth it? Pay the taxes. It's
one thing about, you know, independent contractors like you got, independent artists, et cetera. You know, I was listening to Al Pacino, and he was saying he had to continue to work. He made a lot of money. He said, but the guys who was managing my money didn't do the right thing. And that's why I have to continue to do this stuff. And that's why when you're an independent person, you got to find somebody who really knows that stuff and who really have an interest. You know, in your career and in you, because I'm going to charge you 10% or 15%, right? So as long as I do that right, I'm going to get my 15%. You know, I don't want you going
and I don't
to jail.
mind paying. Right, I really don't. You know, if you're going to do a great job, come on, let's get it.
Right, yeah.
Let's get it. Stay in your lane, do your job. I'll make sure you get paid.
Yeah. What else you want to, I know you say you want to get up out of here. You're going to church in the morning. No, she didn't say that, folks.
No, I'm going to work in the morning. I am going to watch church on television, but I'm going to work in the morning. Just promoting my new album, Blues Are Rising. It took me some years to get these particular songs together to go on this album. Half of the songs are my grandfather's, half of them are mine. Mm-hmm. I released that album because I want to submit it for Grammys next year. It was a way for me to submit the singles that I released outside of the Grammy qualifying time. Mm-hmm. So I can't submit them as a single, but I can submit them as an album, and that's why I brought them back to put on the album. The song that's featured on this Blues Arising is A New Day Arising and A New Day Sunrise. A New Day is the newest song that I have recorded. It's a great song. It's a country song. It's something different for me, so I hope you guys like it. And I make music for the people. It's about keeping the blues alive, keeping the good music going.
Right.
You know.
And as you just said, it's a country song, but that does not take away from blues.
No, it's all still blues.
People need to understand that. That's why when you listen to classic blues, listen to what you listen to, folks. You get the whole genre here. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
Yeah, country, blues, rock, Americana, bluegrass, all of it is still blues. Hip hop, rap. Yeah. As long as you're talking about the true facts of life.
Now let me stop you. I ain't gonna be agreeing
Express
with you
the
on
word
that,
and
sister.
song.
Hey, sister, I'm gonna stop you there, sister. I ain't putting no money in for that. Rap.
Some of these raps, like for instance, Tupac. Certain rappers.
Now you see, go on. I'm gonna let
certain
you say.
rappers, when they're rapping about their true life and things that they're going through, that is their blues.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. When you mentioned Tupac. Now, I have a serious problem with that West Coast crap. When it came over, I mean, everything was going good, but when that what's the name, Ice Cube and all them boys, that was strictly nothing but thuggery for me. And I think that's what destroyed our youthful community. Because the East Coast, we was doing all right. It was some pretty good stuff. I mean, Biggie was all right. He wasn't that, he wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but when Tupac and them came out, it just, they was just, it was just stone to me. It had no real place. I mean, what niggas with an attitude, NWA, what the hell? And then, just the crap that came out of that, I have a problem with that.
Well, you know what? I think that it turned into something bad.
Definitely.
But the original plan to get out there with NWA was not to be niggas out there with an attitude causing trouble. It was about bringing the focus to different, I would say, domestic cultures and how they were being treated in Compton at that particular time.
And I can agree with that, but it definitely got way past that. I mean, Suge Knight.
Well, the people took it there, though.
Yeah, but Suge Knight, when I look at Suge Knight, I say, hell, he should have been able to be a pretty good football player. Suge Knight was a guy, you got to really knock him out. And exactly. I'm not laughing at a man's health, but it kind of was funny to see him pass out in his last court, where they say he had sugar or something, But, I look at him as Suge Knight and that group, they really destroyed our black youth. I think. I may be wrong. No, I think.
Some people say it was the artist. Some people say it was the label.
Yeah.
Some people say it was the marketing of how they market them.
Yes, all of that.
Because it's like, even with these reality shows that you see, right? You might go in and you record something, but when they get finished editing it, it becomes something else. Yeah. It becomes scandalous and dramified, and that's pretty much what thrives America, as far as media and what you see on TV and different stuff like that. So I'm not condoning it, but at the end of the day, like I said, hip-hop, a lot of the hip-hop, I would say 80% of it. Now, some of it is just mumbo jumbo partying music, which is good too, because that comes in handy as well.
Party music is a good thing,
because you got to have your club bangers, and stuff like that. But the thing is not to put down that particular music, but try to understand, because we all are here together.
Yeah, but what I can't understand is, how am I going to talk about my mother, or my sister, my daughter, my girlfriend, my wife? I can't, bitch. I can't, even when those little girls came out, bitches with an attitude. I had an issue with them. They were really nasty. See, you're too young to really see. But I tell you what, if you do.
I understand what it is, though, what this generation is trying to do. It's like everything that was negative towards us as a people, they're turning it around and making something positive out of it. So bitch was technically a bad term that meant a female dog, right? Right.
That's what it
okay,
is.
and then you would use the word bitch to degrade a woman or a male that you thought was acting like a woman, right?
It's a different when you call a male there, but when I can tell you that I cannot remember ever calling a lady that to her face.
Yes, definitely.
You know, and most guys.
Which is wrong. You should not do that.
When most men in my generation didn't do that, you know. But today, you know, I mean, the girls see it as a badge of honor.
Yeah, they've taken that word, that degrading word, and turned it into something positive. So it's like part of the conversation now, like, oh, bitch, please.
Well,
you know,
I mean, that's a different way in which
to
you're
them,
using it. That's cool. But the way in which the guys are using it, you know, and when Miss C. Dolores Tucker was talking about it, trying to get this music banned, you know, there was a few people out there supporting her, but well, it's an art. I don't think an artist has the right to do whatever he or she wants to. You have a great deal of liberty, but there's, you know, hell, I think shooting a dog is a right. Shooting a person, that might be an artistic thing to watch him or her flinch, for me, as an artist. Well, damn it.
You know, that is so wrong. Too.
I know it is.
That sounds
you know,
crazy as hell.
So an artist has to, you know, there has to be limitations somewhere.
Definitely has
you know,
to be
limitations. You know, I mean, I believe in, as they say, creative freedom.
But yeah, but we have a way of taking things that are negative and turning it into something else. We've been doing it all this time.
Yeah, we have, but I don't think somewhere we're not doing
saying
it.
that it's right, not saying that it's wrong, but it's something that we do, and each generation does that. If you haven't noticed.
All right. We're gonna agree to disagree.
Okay.
No, that is a good thing.
But it's all still blues, though. We do know that, okay?
I have enjoyed you. I will play your song, the one with the strings to it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, what the hell is that? What's the name? A New Day?
That's A New Day.
Hey,
A New
D'Angelo,
Day
can you find her song, New Day with Strings? And that's the one. That's the next song I want to hear.
It'll say with violin.
Yeah, with violins. It says. Have you found it? Did you find it? It should be on the flash drive there. And we're gonna let her go home on that one. All right. It has been a pleasure. Always, you know.
Thank you very much.
What'd you say the name of the song was? A New Day with Violin.
New Days with violins.
Yeah, and that is Alice Hanson from Memphis, Tennessee. Young woman. She came into the session and she heard the song for about 2 seconds, and she just started playing. Okay. I say that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
She was right on the money.
Now you produced this whole CD, right?
I produced the whole CD. Yeah.
That's great. And most of the music, or all of the music, you wrote.
Yeah, except for my grandfather's music. You know, I kind of just did my own rendition of them, yeah. But I would say the musicians help me out a great deal because they come and they bring their creativity and different things like that, so I'm very grateful to everybody that works with me.
That's great. It's very good. Well, I want to thank you. Did you find it? Okay, I want to thank you very much for being here with us, Tomiko.
You know it. I had to come ride down on you.
I see somebody on the
I didn't
line.
want you to think I got big headed because I went to the Grammys.
You're probably a big shot. Now, do they want to talk to Tomiko, those two people on the line? Okay, somebody want to talk to you, I guess, before you go. Punch up one of them. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Eugene Williams calling all the way from Clinton, Maryland. And let me tell you that I've enjoyed this interaction that you've had with the artist. But I am an old man, too, maybe like you. So
I'm not no old man. I'm just old.
I'm
just old.
He a spring chicken.
Let me tell you, you started talking about Bill Cosby, and I just wanted to share my thoughts about Bill Cosby being a political prisoner. I contend that Bill Cosby is a political prisoner. And I say that because I know Bill Cosby. I met him with my son years ago. My son, Eugene Williams Jr., you can Facebook him, was one of the first black kids to be in a Jell-O pudding commercial with Bill Cosby. And if you want to see Bill Cosby in his younger days, if you want to see my son, who's now 49, just Google Gene Williams commercials. Gene Williams commercials. And so Bill Cosby is very, very important in my life, just as important as many other great people like your guest artist and you.
Yeah,
and so I want to say to you that this Gene Williams commercial is very important. You can Google it. And Gene Williams, Eugene Williams Jr., you can Facebook him, is a young man who's been able to help me lift every voice and sing the Negro National Anthem sung all over the United States of America. And all you have to do is just Google Lift Every Voice and Sing Dr. Eugene Williams Sr. And you may see my son, Eugene Williams Jr., now 49 years old, Jello pudding with Bill Cosby. God bless Bill, and God bless your show.
All right, and thank you very much for your call. Appreciate it, sir. All right, I support Bill myself. All right, who is the next one on there? Click up the next one, son, please. Hello? Hello? Are they there? No, I don't see. Okay. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hello, this is Bob Suffolk. I'm one of Tomiko's friends.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Thanks for calling
I'm
in.
doing good, sweetie. How are you doing? I said I'd call in.
Great. We got Memphis Magnetic on the line.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having Tomiko in our studio for a upcoming album, and she's just a wonderful, talented, one of the most talented people I've met in my whole career in the music business. She's just a chip off the old block with her grandfather.
And that means a hell of a lot coming from you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're an absolute sweetheart. Are you having fun there?
Yes, I am. Every time I come to WVON, I turn the place out. So everywhere I go, it's a party. The party has arrived.
Oh yeah. She's you're born to be a star, Tomiko.
Mm-hmm. And, thank you, Bob.
So I've been playing some of your tracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Great.
We played 3 songs so far. We played A New Day, and we're going to take me out with the A New Day Arising.
Wonderful.
With the strings, yeah, so that's really nice. I'm very proud of that song because, it's like when you're a songwriter and artist and you have all of this music you want to get out all at the same time, and you have to pace yourself, and it's like that one song you want to get out, you want it to be perfect, you want the right people to do the song with, and it just all came together. Like, I didn't have to bat an eye. It just fell right into place.
That's what creativity is about. That's true. Yeah. Okay.
You're just in such wonderful company with all the blues players and past and present. I just think you're an absolute tribute to the blues, and I mean that sincerely.
I know you do, and I appreciate it. I'm just so thankful. I'm at the right place at the right time doing the right things. I wish my grandfather was here to see and be able to guide me a little bit better, but, I know I got it in me, so it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think it's wonderful what you're doing, Tomiko, and Memphis Magnetic is right behind you, 100%.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
I need you guys. You know it. I got to keep this blues alive. I can't do it on my own.
Oh no, we're right with you completely, and we're all going to do it and get this thing out and this album out, and it's just going to be beautiful. You've seen the studio, and we're just so excited. I'm so excited to get this thing going. It's crazy. And to all the listeners out there, Tomiko has the most magnificent voice you've ever heard in your life, and I've heard it for real live, and she has a beautiful, beautiful voice, and I love you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
very
calling
much.
in.
Yeah, thank you.
Time.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you for listening. All right, have a good night. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
All right, I don't think we're gonna have time to play it before, because it's more than 3 minutes long. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it to the break, and we'll play it on the top of the other side. Is that right? Am I right? How long is it? It's longer than 3 minutes, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna go continue. You only got a couple of minutes here. You get out of here. You said you're gonna get out of here. You got a minute. So say goodbye to folks, or say whatever you want to say, and.
All right, you guys. I want to thank you guys.
Make it intelligent.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight to WVON 1690 AM with Sir Henry Cheatham, classic blues and R&B, with your special guest today, Tomiko Dixon, the granddaughter of the blues. You can find me online at www.tomikodixon.com. My new album is Blues Arising, and check out A New Day Sunshine, you guys. Long live the blues.
God bless you, Tomiko. I want to thank you very much for being a guest here, Tomiko. I will get this, be chatting with you in the future.
All right,
and
now
hope to get you back up in here.
Oh, I'm gonna surprise you again.
Bring some. What you say, that crunch chicken? What's the name of that place?
Crispy chicken.
Yeah, bring the crispy chicken.
I'm gonna bring the crispy chicken and a bottle of Moet. Can I drink the Moet up in here? Because I'm gonna pop bottles next time I come.
I don't know if you can't be drinking up in here.
Well, we can't pop a bottle.
I don't want them to fire me.
We ain't got to drink it. We just gonna pop it.
Oh,
so
we'll pop it. We'll pop it at 11, or we pop it at 2.
Thanks for joining our podcast.
All right, you're listening
to
Classic
YouTube
Blues and
channel.
R&B
Subscribe
here on
to
WVON
us at Henry CB 6175. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry, and like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B.